For all that your district governor OK has done, very frankly, my presence as well as my speech is quite superfluous. I can tell you he is the first governor that I've come across who is actually going to live each one bring one. Because he has started the year with 1,900 members and he says he's going to end the year with 4,000 members, which means they're going to double. And friends, that is what is possible when you do each one bring one. So can we hear it for OK? A house full, big hall, house full, absolutely wonderful to meet these Rotarians. And what a sight it was when more than 50 Rotarians were inducted today. It was great. Absolutely, I am delighted to see that 50 members were inducted into Rotary today. 4 new clubs have been formed, and I'm sure these are just the beginning. Many more clubs are going to be formed, and many more members are going to be brought in. But today I am going to ask each one of you to be dreamers. To dream so big that others do not even think it is possible. Whenever you see it starts raining, you'll find all birds taking shelter somewhere or the other. If there is only one bird which does not need any shelter, that is the eagle. Why? Because the flight of the eagle is even above the clouds. No one else dares to reach there. But my dear changemaker governors, you have to be where only the eagles dare. And what do you need to do for that? You'll have to be excellent leaders. And some of the traits for being the excellent leader, not that what I'm going to tell you are the must things. What I'm sharing with you is what I have led in my life. First thing, be a dreamer. Have big dreams. If you can dream it, I promise you, you can do it. I myself know I can give you 10 reasons why 1.3 million is not possible to do. 1.3 million members in Rotary by the end of this year, I'll give you 10 reasons. But I'm not interested in those 10 reasons. Give me one reason how we can do it. Again, George Bernard Shaw had said, you see things as they are and ask why. I dream of things that never were and ask why not. Why will we not be able to do it? We need to have a plan for it. Have a vision. Vision is something that you can see far beyond what others would normally see. When you sit under a tree and an apple falls, normally people will start eating it. It took a Newton and his vision to understand there must be some reason beyond it. And look, he discovered the law of gravity. As a leader, do not go by what the past history is. Do not go by data. If I went by data, then I should have said that our membership will decrease by 20,000 by the end of the next year. Leadership is not about data. Leadership is about passion, about courage, about charisma, about leading other people, about belief, about faith, about hope. But sheer vision will not help. Chisel your dreams with your vision to come out with your plans and goals. I'm sure as presidents, each and every one of you have done it. Well planned is half done, they say. And if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. I'm sure you have started planning. And you have those big plans to achieve. Have goals which are stretch goals. Goals which seem a little impossible. Goals which will not get completed during your year. Presidents, you should be happy if at the end of your year, 5 to 7% of your goals are still unfulfilled. That means your goals were stretch goals. If you finished everything by the 15th of June, your goals were not big enough. Share your goals. It's very important that you share your goals. Unless others know, you will not be able to. You have just 2 hands and 1 head. You need other people. Your club members are your asset. My own ability becomes 4 times when I'm sitting with my 4 club members. Group dynamics, that is what Rotary is all about. So do that. lead from the front naturally. You cannot expect others to perform, and not in a voluntary organization where you are not ready to lead from the front. Be ready to serve, because this is your one opportunity of being able to serve to change lives. It's so important that we give back to people. Friends, Rotary is giving us this amazing opportunity of being able to change lives. Let me end with mentioning what I have said at the International Assembly also. It's so important that we care for others, we share with others, we think of others before we think of ourselves. We should be ready to empower girls. Let us focus on Rotary Days of Service, even as we grow more to do more. Friends, the biggest gift we are given is the power to touch a life. The biggest gift we are given is the power to touch a life, to change, to make a difference in the circle of life. If we can reach out with our hand, heart, and soul, the magic will begin to happen as the wheel begins to roll. Let's turn the wheel together, friends, so all humanity thrives. Okay, we have the power and the magic to serve, to change lives. Thank you.
My dear friends, today is a day of joy for me. I don't know about you. When we received the RI President's message, which many of us have as a video, we could see the passion and the love for Rotary that this president exudes. You could see the love he has for serving humanity. He could see that he truly believes in the power of Rotary and what Rotarians can achieve. And when I had the pleasure of also listening to him during the International Assembly, albeit virtual, I knew that this was a man that would take us to the promised land. He has given us a charge, and many of us have heard it over and over again. Today, my dear friends, you have all assembled here to hear firsthand from him what you have all been told prior to this point. And his vision is very simple. We need to grow Rotary. From what we are now, he wants to go to a minimum of 1.3 million Rotarians worldwide. And as his popular stand will be, each one bring one. And I believe that everybody in this room has that capacity. My dear friends, we need to grow organization not because we need to grow in numbers, but because we need more people to help in the work Rotary is doing. Imagine the things we are doing right now. Imagine the magnitude of lives you're already touching. Imagine what we could achieve with more people, with many more hands on the job, with many more ideas, many more people. Imagine for a minute what Rotary could achieve. And that's why we want to bring in more people. So each one of you has been charged to bring one. And that is just the minimum. All right, President, in our districts, we have charged ourselves to grow by 2,000 Rotarians this Rotary year. And that means simply doubling this our district. Many of us are here today because we have contributed to this foundation. And my dear friends, if you're still in doubt what our foundation achieves every year, if you're still in doubt what your money does, the kind of change it brings to people's lives, the kind of passion that it follows it, and the kind of good that Rotary does through the foundation, then my dear friend, you're yet to become a Rotarian. You are just a Rotary member. And there's a difference. We see it every day. The impact is undeniable. For that, we have committed ourselves to growing this foundation so that we can do more. So this year, RI President as well, we have also mandated ourselves to raise $1 million for the Rotary Foundation. Many more things will come, but my thing is to welcome every one of you. The life of an RI President is not an easy one. Can we please applaud this RI President? The RI President, because of the short time we had with you, we realized that we could not go to many places because we were coming in the afternoon. We didn't have the luxury of having you in the morning. So we brought our projects here so that you could see what we were doing and we could tell you all about it. So we're quickly going to go to the commissioning of some of the projects, and the district governor-elect is there to take you through and tell you some of the things that this district is doing and what we intend to do this Rotary year.
My name is Grace Okaro. I am the chair of the Girl Child Initiative program. And in the district, we have decided to train 500 girls on the production of reusable sanitary pads. And we started with a pilot project where 20 participants have been trained. And they are here to demonstrate what they have learned. You can see them behind. Rotarian Emily Nzaribe is the project manager. These are some of our projects or productions, which I am sure they will be able to explain themselves. Chiamaka, that's trying to cut a sanitary pad to shape. And what materials are you using?
Okay. We are using this cloth material first, the bedsheet. Then we have a nylon for the absorbing, then white wadding. Then we have a Velcro for the hook. So that's what we have now.
This is called a bedspread material used for the reusable sanitary pad. Then before this, light wadding is a nylon, which prevents it from soaking, from you being stained when you're menstruating. Then this is the light wadding. It absorbs the menstruation. Then with this now, this other material, we're going to cover up, then turn it up. Then we have another thing called hook and loop.
The pack of 5 will last for 1 year, and it is very, very pocket friendly. Now I'll hand over to her to show us a sample of what our products are.
This is the reusable pad. The making of this pad has become pertinent because of the values that it adds to Rotary. It affects the 7 areas of focus for Rotary. If it's peace and conflict, the people in the IDPs will benefit from this. If it is women's health, the hygiene, the fact that as you're telling them about this, you're going to educate them on menstrual hygiene, that will also help. If it is economic empowerment, you can see these young girls could actually start a business based on this. And then of course, in families that are poor, having reusable pads reduces the amount of money the caregivers have to spend on their children to give them the pads. And then most importantly, it's able to protect the environment. We know that the disposable pads do not biodegrade easily. And for that reason, they have a lot of negative impact on the ecosystem. And so this also protects the environment. And luckily, March 4th this year, the RAG action group was put in place. And so this project is a pilot project of the RAG action group of this district. And we know that it's going to be everything Rotary is about.